Okay, let's take a look at InfiniDesk now. So this is the product website, and it actually has a really good interactive demo here showing you simply how it's used. So click on the menu bar icon. The virtual desktop spaces that you create in the InfiniDesk app are listed. So you select one and it will show you the desktop files for that particular space. Click again, switch to another, and the files are different. Now I'll show you how this works shortly. If I just come down here, you can see this is where the app can be downloaded. You have 50 free desktop switches that you can use as a trial. Then after that, it's $12.99 for a license to unlock. Okay, before I launch the app, it's important to note that nothing gets deleted from your desktop folder when you switch between virtual desktop spaces here. You can see all of the files and folders that I have here in the desktop folder. And if I come up here, I'm just going to create a few more desktop spaces, then come back. Because one of the issues that we have with multiple desktop spaces that you can't override is no matter which space you're in, you always have the same desktop icons there. And that's what InfiniDesk can help resolve. Now I've just downloaded InfiniDesk and placed the icon on the desktop. So I'll run it, click open here. I'll allow the notifications just in case there's something I need. And I can see the InfiniDesk menu bar icon. So I'll click. And the first thing I need to do is click Get Started. Okay, so InfiniDesk needs to know which folder is going to act as the desktop folder. So I'll do that. I'll click Desktop here, then Open. And I need to give this current desktop a name. So I'm just going to call this Admin and click OK. I'm told that the Admin virtual desktop is ready to use. So I'll click OK again. And we're also advised that InfiniDesk is going to need to have some permissions granted to the desktop folder. Of course, that makes perfect sense. So I'll click OK and come up to the menu bar icon, where now we have a lot more options here for us. But the first thing I'm going to do is create a new virtual desktop. So I'll click Add a new virtual desktop. I'm going to call this one Clients. And now that I'm in the client's virtual desktop, it looks like my desktop is empty, but it's actually not. All of those files and folders that we previously saw are still there. It's just we've got a different view of that particular desktop now. So to populate this client's one, I need to go back to admin. I'm going to select the items that I want to move to our new view. So these client folders here. Then I'll click on the menu bar icon. Select Move Selected Items to another virtual desktop. Now this is one of the permissions windows that I'm going to need to click. So I click Allow. And because I've only got one other virtual desktop space, there isn't an option as to where I can move it to. I just need to click OK and they're gone. So as I switch, we can see them in their new location. But on the back end, they're still in exactly the same desktop folder. We just have a unique view here. So let's create another one. I'll come back to the admin space. Then I'm going to come up and add another virtual desktop space. This one is going to be called Brain Gain for my study tools. I need to move some stuff into there. So I'll come up back to admin, select the items that I'd like to move, then come up to the menu bar and then back down to move them to another desktop. And this time, because I've actually got more than one I could move it to, I need to choose somewhere. So over to Brain Gain now. Now I'm just going to move actually all of these icons around a little bit, just to show you that as you change between spaces, the icons can be in different places. You're not restricted to having them tied or locked down to a certain grid position there. Okay, just to close, up here in the menu bar, you'll see you can move the spaces up and down the list. So now I've got a nice A, B, C order. You can rename, you can delete, you can temporarily disable InfiniDesk, as well as ensure that it always launches when you start up your Mac. And if you're on the demo, you can register the application. There's also at the bottom here, the option to enable the mini menu, which, as you'll see, just shows your virtual desktop spaces there and nothing more. It's a really useful application. So a quick overview there of both a macOS feature in desktop spaces and a useful indie app to help keep you organized. I do love smaller apps like this that do just one thing, but they do it extremely well. And InfiniDesk is no exception. So thanks for watching, and we'll be back on Friday with a full video. So we'll see you then.